Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of 23rd of January, 1974. Do you consider yourselves to be the warriors of the Shakti Army? Just as the name of your gathering is called the Shakti Army, in the same way, do you consider yourselves to be Shaktis? This name gives you introduction, because it is based on your activity. The Shakti Army means a gathering of the souls who have all powers. So the question arises, just as your name gives your introduction, so too, do you have the practical activity? In order to be complete with all powers, constantly have the awareness of what the Father's name is and what His praise is. Then, after that, check. Is the Father's task also your task? If you do not do something which proves the name of the Father, then how would you glorify the Father's name? Just think about the praise of the Father. He is the Almighty Authority. Therefore, your form should also be the same, because you have to make your form the same as that of the praise of the Father. If the Father is the Almighty Authority, and the children are without any power, if the Father is full of knowledge, and the children are uneducated, would this seem right? You have to check whether your every second is towards the stage of ascent. Instead of the stage of ascent, let there not be the stopping stage for even 1 second. Let alone the stage of descent. You are the guides. If the guides come to the stopping stage or coming to halt, then the souls of the world who are going to follow you will also come to a halt. If the engine stops, then all the carriages behind it would also stop. The souls of the world are behind you, and so the stopping for even 1 second of your souls is not an ordinary thing. Do you move along considering yourself to have such a responsibility? Because of being a special place, you are in everyone's vision. So when, according to the drama, you have the chance to play a special part at a special place, you should move along giving that much importance to your special part, should you not? If you do not give importance to yourself, then neither will others give you that much importance. This is why you must now recognize the importance of your part. You must now not even have the thought that you do not have any responsibility. If others are able to have contact on seeing you, then you are the one who inspired them to have that contract, are you not? It is understood that if the preparation for establishment are lacking, how would the preparation for destruction take place? The two have a connection between them. To think that you will be ready on time is also wrong. If you do not have the practice of making preparations over a long period of time for facing the great destruction, then you would not be able to be successful at that time. You need to practice this over a long period of time. Otherwise, why have you been given so many years to practice? It has a connection with a long period of time. This is why, according to the drama, you have been given a long time for making effort. In order to attain an attainment for a long period of time, you also need to make effort for a long period of time. Have you made such effort over a long period of time? Should we order the great destruction from the scientist? It is a matter of just 1 second. As soon as they receive the signal, they will do it. Is the Shakti Army ready in the same way? It is a signal of just 1 second to constantly be soul conscious. Do not become this for a temporary period, but for all time. Will you become soul conscious when you receive such a signal? Or will you search for facilities at that time? Will you think of the points then, or will you try to stop yourself? Therefore, make such effort from now. The military receives orders suddenly. Make a program for yourself and bring about progress for yourself by yourself. Do not take the support of thinking that you will do something if a program is made for it. If a patti is created, we will have a good 3 days. We will receive the cooperation of the gathering in this. However, do not take even this support. Sometimes you may receive cooperation and sometimes you may not. But your practice should be of remaining completely independent. It is good if you receive a chance, but even if you do not receive a chance, you should not move away from your own practice. It is a weakness to make the basis of a program the means of your progress. You have been given an eternal program. Why do you not remember that? You have to stay in a bhakti at every moment. Acha, to the souls who perform a task according to their name, to those who glorify the Father's name, to those who remain ready in 1 second on receiving an order, to those who make effort while being independent of everything else, to the members of the spiritual army, Bap Dada's love, remembrances, and namaste. Avyakt Bap Dada meeting, a group. Just as you have your corporeal form constantly and easily in your awareness, in the same way, do you constantly and easily have your incorporeal form in your awareness? Because of having a corporeal form, you are able to maintain that awareness naturally. In the same way, having your incorporeal form, do you easily remember that form as belonging to you? It is difficult to forget something when it belongs to you. With physical things also, when something belongs to you, you naturally remember that. You do not have to make effort to remember it. This too is your original and eternal form. So why is it difficult to remember it? After knowing it, it should easily remain in your awareness. You do know it now, do you not? Now you should go into the depth of the practice of being the embodiment of this awareness. Just as scientists go into the depth of everything and create new inventions, in the same way, you should go into the depth of your eternal virtues and the sanskars of your original form. You speak of being the embodiment of bliss. So what is the stage of being that embodiment? What is the experience of that? What is the special attainment of being the embodiment of bliss? What is known as bliss? What is the visible effect of that stage on yourself and on other souls? In this way, go into the depth of each virtue. Just as those people go so deep to the bottom of the ocean, and the deeper they go, the more things they find. So too, the more introverted and lost in yourself you remain, the more you will have many new experiences. You will feel yourself to be lost in that. A fish while living in the water, feels itself very much alive because it has attachment to the water. Even if it doesn't come out of the water for its own livelihood, it will come out for 1 second and then go back in because it cannot stay without water. In the same way, the deep concern of each of you should be with the ocean of various experiences of your original form. Only become extroverted for the sake of carrying out a task. Take the support of the physical organs, that is, stabilize yourself in the stage of having adopted a body, but the attachment and attraction should be towards the ocean of experiences. Physical things also give you the experience of their own taste, do they not? Everything gives an experience of its own virtues and attracts you towards itself. Just as sugar cubes give the experience of sweetness, in the same way, you should give the experience of the sweetness of your every virtue of your original form to all souls. Only then will souls be attracted. So now, experience this and give others the same experience. Consider this to be your special task. Together with speaking about it, give the experience of every virtue. You will only be able to do that when you yourself are lost in this ocean. So do you constantly remain lost in this? Through this, you will easily become the embodiment of remembrance. How can we remember Baba? Instead of asking this question, you should have another question. How can we forget Baba? There should be this much transformation. At present, you have only had a little experience. You have only tasted it. When you become absorbed in it, you will feel that you have eaten it and have also put it into your practical form. Now, there is a need to experience a lot more. When you become lost in this experience, trivial matters will automatically move away from you. That is, they will bid farewell. Acha, blessing. May you be a soul who is able to influence others and who constantly remains safe by being free from the influence of obstacles. Let the obstacles come, but do not be influenced by them. When you yourselves become influential souls, you cannot be influenced by anyone else. Just as no matter how much someone tries to hide the sun, it cannot be hidden, so too, a soul with influence cannot be attracted by any type of influence. Those who remain absorbed in the love of belonging to the one Father and none other cannot be caught by the influence of anyone else. Slogan: constantly keep your eternal occupation of being an elevated soul in your awareness. Om Shanti.